The war in Ukraine rewrote the rules. A $500 drone destroys a $4 million tank. Both Russia and Ukraine have put every weapon they have onto the battlefield. These are all of them: AK-74 and AKS-74U. The standard Ukrainian infantry rifle at the start of the war, the Soviet 5.45mm assault rifle in the millions from Soviet-era stockpiles. The shortened AKS-74U, favored by vehicle crews and urban fighters, Malyuk, Vulcan M. Ukraine's domestically produced Bullpup, same AK-74 internals in a compact layout shorter than the AKS-74U, with a full-length barrel. Built by the Fort Company in Kyiv. Production expanded significantly after February 2022. FN SCAR-L, HK-416, and M4A1, NATO supplied. Western assault rifles in quantity from NATO partners, FN SCARs from Belgium, HK-416 from Germany and Norway, M4A1s from the United States. Chambered in 5.56mm NATO, issued primarily to special operations and elite frontline units. NLAW, next-generation light anti-tank weapon. The British shoulder-launched missile that stopped the Russian advance on Kyiv. Around 2,000 delivered before the invasion began, with thousands more arriving in the weeks that followed, totaling over 6,900 from the UK alone. FGM-148 Javelin. The American top attack missile locks onto a tank's thermal signature, climbs to altitude, dives through the thinnest roof armor. Over 10,000 delivered to Ukraine by 2024. Russia responded with cope cages welded over turret roofs. RPG-7, RPG-22, and RPG-26. The Soviet-era rocket launchers, still the most common anti-armor weapon on both sides. In urban combat across Mariupol, Bakhmut, and Avdiivka, RPGs cleared rooms, breached walls, and engaged Russian vehicles at distances where javelins were impractical. Stugnapi, Ukraine's domestically produced anti-tank guided missile, laser beam riding, effective to 5,500 meters, operated from a remote station with thermal camera. Ukrainian operators posted destruction videos accumulating hundreds of millions of views. More than any other Ukrainian-made weapon, the Stugnapi built the case that Ukraine could defend itself. Bayraktar TB2, the Turkish combat drone that became Ukraine's symbol of resistance. Ukraine had 36 before the invasion. TB2s destroyed Russian armored columns and air defense systems in the war's first weeks before Russia adapted. Its psychological impact on the opening of the war was irreplaceable. FPV drones, first-person view. Commercial racing drone frames costing $300 to $500, fitted with shaped charge warheads, guided by a pilot watching a live camera feed. Built in apartments and garages by the hundreds of thousands. By 2024, drone kills accounted for over 60% of Russian vehicle losses by some estimates. A $4 million tank destroyed by a $400 drone. Leleka 100. Ukrainian domestically produced reconnaissance drones. Battery-powered, quiet, 60 to 120 kilometers range with real-time video. Every Ukrainian artillery battery operated paired with reconnaissance drones. Without them, precision fires became guesswork. Sichin, long-range strike drones. Ukraine's domestically developed long-range strike drones, the Sichin, capable of 1,400 kilometers. Used to strike oil refineries and infrastructure deep inside Russian territory. By 2024, Ukrainian drones regularly hit targets in Moscow Oblast and beyond. Palyanitsia, missile drone. Ukraine's turbojet-powered missile drone, first used in combat in August 2024. Range of 700 kilometers, capable of striking Russian radar systems and air bases. A system that didn't exist when the war began. Built by Ukraine's wartime defense industry and operational within 2 years of the invasion. AK-74M and AK-12. Russia's standard infantry rifles. The modernized AK-74M and the newer AK-12 with Picatinny rails. The AK-12's third generation entered service during the May 2024 Kharkiv offensive. SVD Dragunov and Chukovin SVCH, Russia's precision rifles. The Soviet SVD Dragunov in 7.62 by 54 mm R remained the most common semi-automatic sniper rifle in Russian service. The newer Chukovin SVCH issued to elite units, RPG-7, RPG-30, and RPG-32. Russia's anti-armor rocket launchers, the RPG-7 with tandem warheads for reactive armor, the RPG-30 with a precursor rocket to trigger ERA panels first, and the RPG-32 firing 105 mm warheads capable of defeating Western-supplied tanks, used en masse in assault operations throughout the conflict. 9M133 Kornet anti-tank missile, Russia's primary man-portable anti-tank missile, laser beam riding, effective to 10 kilometers, penetrating 1,200 millimeters of armor after defeating reactive armor. Drone footage of Kornet strikes on Western-supplied IFVs became a staple of Russian information operations throughout the conflict. Shad 136, the Iranian-designed kamikaze drone produced in Russia, 185 kilometers per hour, range of 2,500 kilometers, 50-kilogram warhead, launched in salvos of up to 459 to saturate air defenses. Ukraine's interception rate reached 94 to 97% in early 2025. Lancet loitering munition, Russia's precision loitering munition, TV and laser guidance, loiters until a target is identified. Russia's primary counter-battery weapon, Ukrainian M777s, Caesars, and PZH-2000s were destroyed on camera during repositioning. Orlan 10 reconnaissance drone, Russia's workhorse reconnaissance platform, 16-hour endurance, real-time imagery, used to locate Ukrainian artillery and direct Lancet strikes. Ukraine shot down hundreds. Russia replaced them continuously. Without the Orlan 10, Russian fire became significantly less accurate. FPV drones, Russian. Russia adopted Ukrainian FPV tactics after seeing their effectiveness from the other side. By 2024, deploying its own FPV units en masse, both sides manufacturing hundreds of thousands of cheap guided munitions per year. Both sides adapting faster than any traditional procurement cycle could allow.